Flip TV News. Here are the headlines. Details. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) has waved off a protest calling for his resignation, insisting that it was sponsored, even though he agreed demonstrations are welcomed in a democratic setting. Wike, a former Rivers State governor, assumed office as the FCT minister months after Bola Ahmed Tinubu'S emergence as president. But earlier in the week, some placard-bearing demonstrators gathered at the National Assembly demanding his resignation.
Nigerians stand united that Wike must go. Wike must go. He is an unnecessary distraction in the FCT. But President Bola Tinubu must remove Wike as Minister of FCT. He's bringing unnecessary distraction to the government. We as responsible citizens, we cannot accept this kind of uncouth, indecorous person to continue to pilot the affairs of FCT. His actions are avoidably controversial and hurting, and his diction has been foul, combative, and condescending, as if he is a deliberate punishment sent to the people of the Federal Capital Territory by President Tinubu.
Despite the move, Wike remains defiant, maintaining he is not bothered by such protests. Amid the call for his resignation, Nyesom Wike was seen dancing at the office of the Chief of Staff, Femi Gbajabiamila.
Yes, sir. In the Chief of Staff's office. Well done. Very nice. I'm glad to see this.
In other news, the Nigerian Correctional Service (NCOS) has revealed that the federal government spent 800 naira daily on each of its dogs, while it feeds an inmate with 750 naira daily. The Controller General of NCOS, Aliru Nababa, made the revelation when he appeared before the National Assembly Committee on Interior on Thursday to defend the 2024 budget. Committee Chairman Adams Oshiomhole expressed strong disapproval of the situation, questioning the treatment of innocent citizens awaiting trial. He emphasized the need for humane treatment and proper care within correctional facilities.
From the service to the Honourable Minister, requesting the upward review of freedom of inmates in the Nigerian Correctional Service from 750 to 3,000 naira per inmate per day. So we are looking for assistance from the two sessions.
In all, the sum of 22 billion naira is spent on feeding inmates, dogs, and officers in training in 2023. But it is an amount considered to be grossly inadequate. The federal lawmakers are, however, more worried about a daily food ration of 750 naira for an inmate, questioning why more budgetary allocation should be made for dogs than humans.
An unconvicted Nigerian who is presumed innocent in law, you feed that innocent who is presumed innocent with 750 naira a day at 250 naira per meal. And then a dog, which may be a Nigerian dog or an imported dog, you feed the dog with at least 800 naira a day. So a dog is better fed in Nigeria prison than an innocent Nigerian who is held in your custody. Whether it is the intention of government to appropriate more money to feed animals, than to feed human beings. And that is a major policy issue for us.
In another development, the governor of Kaduna State, Uba Sani, has revealed that the federal government has put plans in motion to begin to rebuild Tinubu'S, the community that was the target of the Nigerian Army drone strike that killed civilians after mistaking them for terrorists. The governor said this in an interview on Arise News Night on Thursday, where he also spoke on plans that the Kaduna State government has for the rehabilitation of the community, as well as the provision of palliatives to the victims of the blast, as well as their families. Sani expressed happiness over the fact that his call for compensation to the families of the victims was also approved. He also relayed a message from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu through Vice President Kashim Shettima, who paid the visit to the victims of the drone strike on Thursday, saying the federal government will pay compensation to the family. Apart from paying compensation, they will rebuild the entire community.
Here in Kaduna, when the unfortunate incident happened, we are very proactive in reacting to the situation. That is the reason why until this moment there is calm in Kaduna. The community are very calm. The leaders, both the religious leaders as well as the community leaders, have been extremely very cooperative with the government because we've been very proactive, and immediately the incident, unfortunate incident happened, we quickly responded by ensuring that we evacuated the injured ones and moved them to our hospital, that's Boroduko Hospital in Kaduna. Until that moment, we are the ones looking at their own health. We are paying for the hospital bills. We are taking care of the families. We've also been able to handle the situation in terms of providing relief materials to the victims of the unfortunate incident, those that were living in the communities that were affected, and even those that were not affected, but some members of their families also were displaced because of the unfortunate incident. We decided to also distribute relief materials to all of them. That is the reason why, and we have been engaging the community leaders and religious leaders. We have been meetings with them. That is the reason why there is some level of calmness and peace. But I'm happy because when the incident happened, I called on the federal government to initiate investigation and probe into the incident. And I'm also thankful to Mr. President and the Vice President for responding positively to our call because Mr. President quickly initiated the investigation. And of course, today the Vice President, alongside some high-level delegation, came to Kaduna to visit those in the hospitals. I took him around, and we also met the community leaders and religious leaders in the government house here in Kaduna, the Sakashim Ibrahim House. And of course, I'm also happy because I insisted at the beginning that apart from the investigation, I also call on the federal government to also pay compensation to the families of those that were affected. And Mr. President sent a very strong message through the Vice President today to assure us that the federal government will pay compensation to the family. Apart from paying compensation, they will rebuild the entire community because in the last few months, the federal government have been planning to initiate Black Hole program where those that were displaced in some states, which Kaduna is one of the states earmarked, that the program will start in the next 2 months. But because of this incident, Mr. President directed that the program should start in Kaduna, and the Tinubu'S community should be the first community to benefit in the whole of the country. So in the next few weeks, by the grace of God, the federal government will start rebuilding the houses for them.
Meanwhile, Siminalayi Fubara, governor of Rivers State, says the state is a collective inheritance of its people and it will not submit their mandates to blackmail. The governor spoke during the quarterly general meeting of Rivers State Council of Traditional Rulers in Port Harcourt. Fubara has been at loggerheads with Wike's predecessor and Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, over control of the political structure that got him elected. The rift between both men led to an attempt to impeach Fubara. Even though President Bola Tinubu has intervened in the crisis, many see the rift as far from over. Finally, on the news. The pedestrian bridge at the Alapere Estate K2 area of Lagos State has collapsed following a collision involving an unidentified truck. The incident occurred around midnight on Friday when the truck collided with the bridge. 2 persons were reportedly injured during the accident. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority LASMA confirmed the incident, stating that the truck loaded with metal and exceeding the height restriction got stuck under the bridge, leading to its collapse.
Emma Josabe wow. Why something go tall like this?
You don't know where they carry up and down.
Now tomorrow this thing go show. Fuck. This is Alapere Estate bus stop bridge. As in, I have to even come out from my house to see what's happening, and it's all collapsed. You can see, man. Like this very, very long truck. I don't know who directed him to pass this kind of place. Very long. And he didn't even calculate it. No calculation, nothing. Just, went under. I don't know, maybe now under we'll call and be on top. So everywhere is messed up now. Like everywhere is messed up.
That's it on the news. For more updates, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell to reporting for Flip TV.